Good morning. I'm out in the garden this morning. It's before 9 o'clock because it gets so blasted hot. But I wanted to clean out the garden a little bit and see if I could get any more production from my tomatoes. And I also wanted to show you my squash tunnel, which has taken over everything. Let me show you. Here's the squash tunnel. Now it started over on the right side and has grown over to the left. I did have cucumbers. I did have cucumbers right here next to the carrots, but I just took them out because they weren't doing well. I maybe got a dozen cucumbers for the whole season, and I could tell they were going to be choked out by the squash. He was not going to have it. He was not going to share his tunnel. But I wanted to show you too. Look at these gorgeous large flowers. And all of them are filled with bees. Pollinating, pollinating, pollinating. Happy little bees. Can you see them in there? I just love that. It's a bee colony. So the squash is really doing well. Let me see if I can find you a little pumpkin. Hold on. Well, here's one right here, just below that beautiful big flower. Now I'm gonna have to somehow, use a pulley to keep these up because they're gonna dangle and then break. So that'll be my next project. But I would say the squash tunnel was an undeniable success for the bees and for the squash flowers. Now we just have to see if I actually get any pumpkins. They're supposed to be very warty pumpkins for Halloween because, as you know, I'm already planning. Let's take a look at the tomato garden. I still have quite a few tomatoes on the vine, both large and small, but as you can see, the vines are starting to get very dry, and I'm thinking about taking some of them out actually, and maybe starting a second crop of something. I don't know. Oh my goodness, look at this. Ooh, out of control squash tunnel, misbehaving. Oh, I'm gonna have to get him back up on the rack there. My potatoes were an absolute disaster. I don't even want to talk about them. Well, phew. It's 9:45 a.m. and Goofina the Gardener is done for the day. You can see all the tomato clippings. This is the third harvest basket. Not quite yet done. I still have quite a few tomatoes left to put in. But that will have to wait. I was in the garden this morning. Oh, it was hot as Hades. When my girls were little, they used to call me Goofina the Gardener. And it's because we had a book called Goofy the Gardener. And they must have understood that that Goofy was a male and I wasn't a male. So they made it into a female name and called me Goofina. And they made me a very special garden stone with my name on it. So today I'm dedicating to Goofina the Gardener because I was definitely goofing around in the garden. It was too hot, but I did a good job. I didn't finish, but I will. And I have such a lovely harvest. Take a look.